Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 22nd of September, 2024, the first day of autumn here in the Northern Hemisphere, and it was a nice day. We actually had cooler weather than the day before. Day two of me testing these blackout curtains that I have here in the office, and I was messing with some lighting and stuff to try to make sure that I still had air circulation and I was cool, but at the same time that the setup looked good behind me. And basically, we're getting through this. We're learning on the fly, okay? So what was today? It was React Day. Every Sunday is React Day, where we break up the gaming content and instead do another variety of content. And so on the podcast this morning, I honestly didn't have many major topics to talk about. There was drama to address. There were no announcements to make. There was no gaming news to talk about. So instead, I did something I haven't done in a very long time. I opened the suggestion box for the first time in 2 months. And we took some suggestions, some of which were still pertinent, some of which I had already done in the last 2 months, but didn't really know that they were suggestions. And some, sadly, were outdated because of the way that things have changed for me in the last 2 months. But it was good. It was fun to bring in the constructive criticism. It was good to bring in different perspectives. And it was actually a good podcast, in my opinion. I actually highlighted 2 moments. The first, someone actually saying that I should be nicer to my detractors. And when they say stuff on the streams, I shouldn't insult them because that's what they want to make content. And I addressed that directly. And then the other thing I addressed is, should I make a new YouTube channel to either separate the podcast from my gameplay or to separate clips and highlights from my main channels? I addressed all of that. So if you're interested in any of those answers, you can either watch the whole podcast in its entirety, or I clipped those out and I will have clips of those on the DSPGaming channel later tonight. Okay? Then, first stream was DSP versus the internet on DSP Reacts. A great clip show of 3+ hours, a great variety of clips. Actually, there was a good amount of Warhammer stuff in there because, I played Warhammer Space Marine 2 recently. And I think, the lore there was kind of interesting and people had wanted to show me some more lore. And so they did. But it was other good variety of stuff as well. Overall, it was a great show. I had a great time with it. And we did hit the King's support goal, the King's coffers, the new membership goal, or the new King's coffer goal is working. And after that stream, we had hit 5 straight streams of hitting all the support, which I was very, very grateful for. Tonight on the late stream, it was the Retro React on DSP Throwback to Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut. And the good news is, we are now about 3/4 through the playthrough. This was the 3rd straight week we did it. And we ended it at part 28, and the playthrough's 38 parts. So we're on pace to basically finish it next week. In fact, taking a look at all the parts for next week, pretty much every single part's around 10 minutes long, besides the last, which is 16. So as long as we stay on pace and we don't really dilly-dally too much, I think we'll finish the Retro React to Resident Evil next week, and then we can move on to another horror game for October. Pretty cool, right? So, had a great time with that. The game is fun. We actually finished up with the whole the area in the garden, went back to the mansion, had to fight all these tough hunters, got lost a little bit, ran in circles for a little while, but then eventually got outside, did the water puzzle, got into the underground area, and all the frustration that comes with that. Now, we were down to the wire, but we did it. At the last moment, we did actually hit the King's streak yet again. The thing was, PayPal had kind of fooled me. Someone had done a large contribution, and they didn't send me an email about it. So because of that, I didn't know it had come through. And then it was getting really close to the end. And then someone had done like another tip, was like, hey, I sent you a bigger tip earlier tonight. You didn't shout it out. You might want to check. And I did. I was like, oh, crap. And then when I shouted that one out, that kept the momentum going for other people to contribute. And then boom, we did it. We hit the goal. So another streak. That's 6 straight streams where we're now hitting the new King's Coffers goal. That includes both super chats, super stickers, and tips. It's definitely working. The change is a positive one, and people are appreciating the fact that everything counts now, okay? So it was a great day. Now, most of the content is not live. Right now, the only thing you can watch is the podcast and maybe this daily wrap. I didn't get anything else uploaded yet. I was trying to upload the React videos, and they didn't finish during the break. So what I'm going to do, as soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to get those uploaded. Then I'm going to upload the throwback content overnight. So you're going to see sporadic content popping up here and there and everywhere, okay? Just an FYI. So tomorrow, we're back to gameplay. I'm excited for this because tomorrow, we're going to have a fun podcast in the morning. that if we don't have any other topics to bring up, we're probably going to continue to do the suggestion box. Then it's going to be the return of Astrobot as we finish up World 4 and we head into World 5, which is the final major world of the game. So I'm guesstimating probably maybe like 2 more streams of the game, and we're going to be done with it. Okay? And then tomorrow night on the late stream, it is Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, and here's why I'm very excited about this. They fixed it. After the game now being out for over a week, they patched the game and made it so apparently the matchmaking works and you can get constant matches now. So we'll be able to play any of the games in the collection we want and actually get constant comp without sitting around and waiting. Maybe we'll actually get consistent, gameplay and competition in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is what a lot of people want. We'll see. Okay, so tomorrow should be a great day of gameplay returning. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. And hopefully we keep the King streak alive. Remember, I am here 4 more days this week. That's right. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. So I hope that you will join me for all of that. Okay? Guys, that is it. I wish you all the best. Have a good night. Enjoy the content. And tomorrow, we do it all again with a full day of gaming and podcast fun here on DSP Gaming. So have a good night. See you tomorrow, and peace out.